If you're an adult looking to purchase or refinance property for an elderly parent, or you're a parent yourself looking to purchase or refinance a property for a disabled child, or you're a parent looking to finance off-campus housing for a child in college, then you're really going to heart what I'm about to share next. So let's go solo in the weeds, like Sisters Ann and Nancy Wilson, and talk about the Family Opportunity Mortgage. Hey guys, welcome to Rockin' Real Estate. I'm Rob Spinoza with Guaranteed Rate. If you're a home buyer, a homeowner, or even a real estate professional looking for home finance tips, tricks, and the occasional cool guitar licks, I've got your backstage pass to a better understanding of the mortgage business. Before we jump into the details of the Family Opportunity Loan, let's remember that when it comes to residential mortgage financing, there are only 3 occupancy types that a lender will consider. A primary residence, the place where you live; a secondary or vacation residence, a place that's a reasonable distance from your primary home that you don't rent out and that's available for your year-round occupancy; and finally, a rental or investment home, one that generates income. But what if you have one of the common family situations we mentioned before, like trying to get your elderly parents situated in a home nearby? Can you avoid having to call that property an investment? And can you avoid the higher rates that are typically associated with the rental property? You sure can if you meet the guidelines for a Family Opportunity Loan. It's important to note that a Family Opportunity Loan is usually a 30-year fixed, so the mortgage product itself is no different than a traditional purchase or refinance conforming transaction. But if you have one of the 3 family situations we'll describe next, the Family Opportunity Loan allows you to thread the needle of occupancy type to your benefit and often obtain better rates and terms as a result. For example, just because the home you're purchasing for your elderly parents may be in close proximity to yours and it would not meet the reasonable distance test of a second home, it doesn't mean you're forced to call this property a rental. More on this in just a bit. Let's say your family has determined that your elderly parents can no longer live in the 2-story home that they bought decades ago and that's an hour distant from where you live now. You find a 1-level condominium for sale that's close to your home and that would ideally suit their needs. But because they're living exclusively off of Social Security income now, your parents could no longer afford to qualify for the home on their own. You could, with a Family Opportunity Loan, actually call this residence your primary home, even though you already own a primary home, and you could take advantage of the better rate and terms available to a primary home buyer. Next, let's say you're the parent of a disabled or a special needs child, and you wish to provide him with a home of his own. Same as before, you can purchase this property with a Family Opportunity Loan as if it were your primary home. And let's not forget that when we have a primary conforming loan, it opens the door to the much lower down payment options as well. Finally, let's say you have a child attending college and you determine that off-campus housing would be ideal. Here, you can use the Family Opportunity Loan to purchase a second home, even though the off-campus housing may not be a reasonable distance from your primary home, and it's certainly not going to be available for your year-round occupancy. Calling it a second home would give you access to the comparatively better rate and terms over being forced to call it an investment property. The Family Opportunity Loan is a beneficial workaround to some of the more detrimental occupancy requirements that would otherwise apply in some of the most common family situations we encounter. So if you have any questions about this program or about any other aspect of the mortgage process that will get you the financing you need, don't hesitate to get in touch at any of the links below or by calling us directly at 415-367-5959. And if you found today's video helpful, please click on the like and subscribe buttons below and we'll keep the hits coming.